begin.
Hey everybody, how are y'all doing?
Great.
Awesome. So y'all don't mind coming up here towards the front of the room? We're actually going to make a semicircle. And it's just going to be a way for us to be able to stay close and be able to have a great conversation. So we are students from the University of Georgia that is not too far from here. And we've been practicing with some animals and learning who they are and how they came to be. And we just really want to share that with y'all. So my name is Jordan.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Whitney. I'm Liz. Carolyn.
And we just wanted to come talk to y'all today. Is that all right? Awesome. So we've got some really cool things to show you. And does anybody know what a scale is? What's a scale? Exactly. So that is one kind of scale. So now let's think about animals, like maybe reptiles, crocodiles, snakes, turtles. Does anybody know what a scale on those might be? All right. Cool. So you can think of it kind of like their hair. So I don't like anybody pulling my hair. Does anybody like people pull their hair? No. So if we were able to pet an animal, like a snake or a turtle or something like that, we want to make sure that we go down their with their scales, so that way it doesn't pull their scales. So if we happen to see one of those animals today, which we might, who knows, we'll see in a second, then we want to make sure that we take two fingers and go right down alongside their scales, just because we wouldn't want to pull their hair. I don't like it when my brother ever pulled my hair. So that's just kind of how we're going to do that. Does that sound like a good deal? Awesome. So first thing we're going to do is that everybody will take their right hand and put it straight out. Everybody will take their left hand and put it right on top of that. All right. So take your fingers and do it just like this. Does anybody know what this might make? It is an awkward turtle. So by doing this, will everybody make me one promise? That we will do our best to pay attention and listen and be able to see what kind of really cool animals we might have today. Can everybody make that promise? Yeah. Awesome. So there's our awkward turtle, and that's our promise. And they've got somebody cool to show you.
Hey friends, how are y'all today? Okay, I want to introduce you to my friend. Her name is Mitzi. Can everyone say that? Hi, Mitzi. Mitzi. Okay. Does anyone know what Mitzi is? A turtle. That's exactly right. She's a turtle. But her other name is a gopher tortoise. Can y'all say that? Gopher tortoise. Okay, awesome. Well, you mostly think of turtles or tortoises living where? When you think of a turtle, absolutely, the water. But actually, our friend Mitzi lives on land. So Mitzi actually can grow to be over 100 years old, which is so cool. She actually lives in South Georgia, south of Macon, and down into parts of Florida. She's actually Georgia's state reptile, though, so that's really cool that we get to see a lot of them in our state. Mitzi, you can tell whether gopher tortoises are male or female based on this little collar down here. So if it's longer, it's a male. You can see it's a little short on Mitzi, so she's a female. She actually is very protected in our state, and in the southeast all over. So if you see a gopher tortoise like Mitzi, you want to leave her alone. You don't want to pick her up or take her home with you. You want to leave her right where she is. But if she is in danger, because I understand you might be riding in the car with your parents and you might see her, and you might want to get her out of the way of traffic or anything that's coming. If you do, safely pick her up and get out with your parent, make sure everything's safe first. But you want to pick her up and put her straight in the direction that she was heading in the first place so she can get where she needs to go. Now we said that we thought that turtles usually live in the water, not on land, but she actually lives in a really cool place. She can dig, as you can see right here. It has these, they look like fingers like ours. She can dig what they call a burrow. So she actually can live in something that's almost as big as a school bus underground, which is really, really neat. Mitzi is a lot like us in what she eats. A lot of what she eats, I might eat too. So bananas, lettuce, avocados, if you like those, Mitzi eats those too. And Ryan actually is going to share a few facts as well about Mitzi.
Do you guys know anything different about Mitzi compared to other turtles?
She's big.
She is big. She's very big. But anything particular about her shell? Yeah, it got messed up from a previous owner who was treating her bad. So she's part of UJ's ambassador program with us in a safe spot, in a safe place. And she's an ambassador to show each other how to take care of animals. Would
Absolutely.
anybody like to two-finger touch? Let's see. Is everybody okay?
You can actually touch her on her top of her shell. These are called scoots. You can touch her there, or maybe if you want to go for her legs. So everybody wants to touch her. If you don't feel comfortable, put your hands underneath you or not out in front, and we won't bring her to you.
Good.
Have some brave students here. Absolutely.
Awesome. So everybody got to see one of our first ambassadors, right? So Mitzi's pretty cool. Does everybody think so? Yeah. Did anybody hear anything about a school bus? Maybe that she likes to dig. Anybody ever ridden on a school bus before? So those are really big, right? There's a lot of room inside those. And has anybody noticed any smoky smell outside? Do y'all know what those two might have in common? A big school bus size hole in the ground and a bunch of smoke and fire everywhere? Well, actually, that's how Mitzi and our next guest are able to play a very significant role in working with each other. By Mitzi building her hole, we have another guest that likes to go inside that hole to help be protected from that wildfire. So we don't want to lose those animals whenever fire comes, right? Mitzi can't walk very fast, so she has to be able to get down and hide from that. So, did everybody like our first secret handshake? Everybody did? Awesome. Well, how about one more? Is that okay? Okay, cool. So, everybody knows that snakes goes like this, right? So, we're gonna have one more secret handshake. That's gonna go like this, and Ryan's gonna do it with me, all right? So everybody can see. We're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna fist bump and go like that. Can everybody do that with me? So everybody will turn right to their neighbor. So if you wanna go to her, right there, all the way around. Everybody's just gonna do like this, and then go fist bump into that.
Oh, I got you.
Bam. All right, see? Hey, it's a little silly, but it works out, doesn't it? Okay, so by everybody doing that, I'm gonna make one more promise. And this promise is gonna be that no matter what, we're just gonna stay calm and we're gonna see this next animal that we have. And if you're not very comfortable with it, that's really okay. Because it's perfectly okay to do anything you wanna do, anything you don't wanna do. We're not gonna make you touch this animal or anything like that. All you gotta do is just set your hands right under your legs, and we want to bring that animal near you, all right? So we're gonna bring out Snowy, and they're gonna tell you a little bit about her.
Hi everyone. So our next ambassador, her name is Snowy. Can everyone say hi to Snowy?
Hi, Snowy.
Can you, so Snowy is actually a corn snake, and she likes to get warm, so that's why she's trying to get inside Caroline's shirt, but she's okay. If you guys want, if you guys are scared, don't be, because she is actually not a venomous snake, so you guys don't have to worry about that. So you guys aren't in extreme danger. She is actually, you guys want to guess why she is called a corn snake? Any guesses? She eats corn. That's a good guess.
Because she looks like popcorn.
Because she looks like popcorn. That's really great. So she actually does have the color of corn. If you can see, like, her belly actually looks like corn, like the Indian corn. She actually also is found in a lot of corn farms. So what she does in corn farms is she actually eats mice and rats. And the reason why she eats that is so the mice and rats don't eat our corn. Because we all love corn, don't we? So she's actually very helpful to the environment.
You'll notice she's sticking her tongue out. Well, she doesn't have any hands, so that's how she's just gonna have to wave to you, okay? She's also sensing the air, just to see what's warm, see if there's anything to hurt.
How did she feel? You guys want to smooth? Cold. Cold. She is actually a cold-blooded animal, so what she actually wants to get warm, and her environment does have to be warm and stuff. She is real sweet. She actually, does she look dangerous to you guys? She can look very dangerous. She actually looks like another dangerous snake. However, she actually helps the environment. Like I said before, she controls the mice and rat population. And some people actually want to hurt her. And so, like, she didn't do anything bad to us, did she, today? She's very nice to us today. She's very calm. She's waving to you guys with her tongue. She's very happy to see y'all, see? And so, you guys can actually help her out. You want to learn how?
How?
So, I'm going to give you guys 2 steps. Just 2 little steps, okay? The first one is, when you see a snake, step away from it. So keep your space, keep your distance. Repeat that, keep your distance. Awesome. So your second step is to tell an adult. Repeat that, tell an adult. So whenever you do see a snake, keep your distance so that way you don't hurt it and it doesn't get scared. So that way, you know, anything, depending on what kind of snake it is, you know, like, you won't know if it's venomous or not, you don't know if it's dangerous, you don't know if it's scared. That way you and the snake are both safe. Also, when you do go tell an adult about a snake, make sure you tell them what it looks like. That way they know whether or not it is dangerous. And that way they can do the safe thing to either get the snake to a better environment or to make sure that somebody takes care of it. Alright? So remember that snake bump that you guys did? Okay, we're gonna do that snake bump again, and you guys are gonna make one last promise. Do you guys promise to tell your friend what to do when they see a snake? If so, snake bump your friend. Awesome. You guys are great. So everyone wave bye.
All right, so we'll hopefully pass around to you guys in the future is a snake skin, because snake skins are really cool, right? Awesome. So if we see a snake skin in the woods, anybody like to go walking through the woods? I do for sure. So one thing that's really kind of important to know is what's around you when you're walking through the woods. If we see a snake, do we want to pick it up to see if it's venomous or not? No, we wouldn't, because we wouldn't want it to get scared, right? Because I would get scared if somebody picked me up and I didn't know it. So we would want to make sure that we leave snakes alone, like she said, and that we go tell an adult. But if we see a snake skin and we carefully look around to make sure that there is nothing around us, there's not a snake in the grass that we can't see or anything like that, then we can look at that snake skin to see if there had been a venomous snake or a non-venomous snake around it. And how we can do this is by this right here. These double scales down the very tip of the tail is what will tell you if it is a non-venomous snake. So this is a non-venomous snake, right? So if that's a non-venomous snake, then what kind of snake do you think this might be? It is a venomous snake. So that can just tell you what kind of snake had been around wherever you were. Remember, we don't want to pick up a snake if it's on the ground, but if it's a snake skin that has no animals around it and it is safe for you to pick that up, then you can pick that up and then go show an adult, and that's an opportunity for you to see the snake that's around the area that you're in. All right, does anybody like to color? So I love to color. You are never too cool to color, I will promise you that. All right, so everybody will grab one of these.
Oh my gosh.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna walk around and do some hand sanitizer, clean your hands.
Good. Excellent.
Work.
So we love to color, and so we wanted y'all to have the opportunity to color about Mitzi and Snowy and be able to take this home, and that's how you can tell your friends about what you learned today.
Should we color in it or should we sing it for
Plenty.
Could I have one, Jordan?
Absolutely. So on the first page, on the left, you'll see Mitzi and Snowy. And you can draw on them, and remember any characteristics that were about them that might have made them a little bit different. You could draw that on these and be able to make it completely different, or you can be really creative.
What color are you gonna call me? Orange?
I love it.
Okay, that's awesome.
That's a nice snake.
Oh, that's very pretty.
What color is it? Awesome.
You ever seen a red snake before?
Yeah.
Yours is pink? Very cool. What great lines you have. A pink and a blue one.
So which ones were your favorite ambassador? Was it Mitzi or Snowy?
Snowy.
Awesome.
And then on the second page in the middle, you'll see where you can draw a burrow. Remember that school bus size thing that we had? So that's where you can draw this. And there are actually a lot of different animals that you could draw in here too. So it didn't just say you could put Mitzi and Snowy in there. We actually have a lot of different animals. So like a fox could go in the burrow, mice can go in there. Just about any animal that can fit in there could actually go in there. And that's why Mitzi is so important to the environment, because it could save a lot of different animals. That's a cool looking snake you just drew.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's a pretty colored turtle.
Is that a pink skunk?
Yeah,
Oh, it must be
that's a
sensitive.
deer.
And it's a what?
A deer.
A deer. Oh, so a deer's on top of it? Or is it in the ground? I can't tell.
I was kind of in the ground.
Oh, so is it, it fell in that ground? Oh, deer. And then on the third page, you'll see a map that has a squiggly line down it. Does anybody know what that squiggly line might be?
A river.
A road, yeah. Or it could be a river, so you can think about it two ways. You could either take it as a river and draw it as if you saw Snowy in the woods or in the forest. Or you could take it as a road and say if you saw Mitzi there. And then what might you do if you see Snowy or Mitzi? Does anybody know?
Pick them up.
Yeah, what would you do with it though if you pick it up?
Wait, if it's
And which one would you pick up?
Yeah, put it in the same direction.
Yeah, and would you pick up Snowy?
No.
No, we would want to leave Snowy, because Snowy can get across really quick. So we can just stop for Snowy, and Snowy will go ahead. But Mitzi, we might need to help get across.
He's a little slow, but that's okay.
Alrighty, so fast forward and pretend that everyone's done. Those look great, y'all. I'm so happy. Now remember, what you can do with these is you can go tell the story of Snowy and Mitzi, or you can tell one or the other. Alright, does anybody have any questions about what we taught about today? Alright, awesome. Well, we hope that y'all had a great time. I know that we sure did. We got so excited about this opportunity to come see you 2 weeks from now, and I just hope y'all have a great day.
Good. Very, very nice. Let's give them a round of applause. Excellent, team.